me that green light. Give me that Greenlight Maine. Give me that green light. Give me that Greenlight Maine. Give me that green light. Give me that Greenlight Maine. Give me that green light. Give me that Greenlight Maine.
Welcome to the Greenlight Maine College Edition. Every year this series grows. It's a great sign of the innovation happening on campuses across our state. It also means students want to stay here, open a business, and create jobs. That's why it's so important to promote them, connect them, and give them $25,000 to invest in their businesses. And we have some great people to help with all this. Our judges, we've got Mel Maccarell, Amy LaShore, and Garvin Donegan. So far, based on what you've seen, what is standing out to you? Mel.
Hi, Julene. Something that has really stood out to me so far is the wide range of ideas that we've seen in terms of where they are in the phase of their business concept. We've seen some that are still very much just that, a concept, all the way to those that are just a few months from launch. But regardless of where they are, they all clearly have a very strong passion for what they're doing.
Yes, they do. How about you, Amy?
Hi, thanks. Yeah, I've been really impressed with how poised they are and how they're very ready with answers at whatever questions that we're throwing at them. So I'm really impressed with how on their game they are.
They're so well prepared, aren't they? And you guys have asked some really good questions. Okay, Garvin.
Hey, Julene, I think a key success factor that we've seen across the board has been some really great technical founders, and that's a great sign. From PhDs and PhD candidates, some engineers, to some developers. That's a credit to the startups, to Maine's ecosystem, as well as our academic institutions from the University of Maine system to Colby College and beyond.
Thanks, Garvin. Some great comments and insight from our judges. Let's get started. Our first company is helping people figure out what to do with the rest of their life. From Thomas College, here's Wingspans.
Hi, I'm Lindsay, the founder of Wingspans, a web-based career platform that is working to catalyze economic growth in Maine. I created Wingspans because I realized a lot of students were just like me, lost and making career decisions for all the wrong reasons. When I was a PhD student in engineering, I returned to my journalism roots and began curating an archive of stories about work, what eventually became the foundation for Wingspans.
Hi, I'm Mackenzie, Wingspans Development and Curriculum Designer. I also work at Thomas College across the Centers for Innovation and with the Career Services Center. Over the years, Wingspans has grown to become a web-based platform where we use storytelling to help students find work they love, help schools raise their enrollment and retention rates, and help businesses attract and retain talent. With over 700 rich career profiles that include mini documentary films, we help make work come alive.
Generally, we think that behavior counts about 40% of whether you're going to be healthy or not.
You throw the perfect pitch with conviction, I think is the best answer I could give.
And then you can see how this can become a giant arm or something. But you can also imagine how it could easily start to become like, a weird character up here. Start to create.
Our special sauce are these rich career stories, which are integrated into the over 10,000 pages on our platform, including major, career, school, and company pages. We also plan to use machine learning to match students to careers that are right for them. We are really excited about our recent traction. This fall, 100,000 students, mostly at high schools and community colleges, started using the platform to help them reimagine their futures. And we just signed up our first company.
Our business relies on companies, our true paying customers, who come to us for access to students on our platform and our storytelling expertise. We create branded content that we deliver to the companies and feature on a Wingspans profile. Currently, we're working to partner with businesses and institutions in Maine to retain homegrown talent, to attract out-of-state employees, and to increase schools' retainment of students.
Those were awesome videos. I just can't believe what you're doing. You're helping students and businesses, so congratulations. And Mackenzie, I love your Thomas College swag.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
All right, Mel, kick us off.
Thanks, Julene. Mackenzie, Lindsay, what a great pitch. The quality and content of the demos of your storytelling that you shared with us during that pitch definitely show that you've got a great product here. I am curious, so in your pitch you talked a little bit about how this fall you got your first 100,000 users subscribed, as well as you just brought on your first business. So can you talk a little bit about how that happened, what your outreach efforts were, and then maybe some lessons that you learned through that process that you can take with you going forward?
Yeah, absolutely. So we launched the platform last March 2021, and then over the summer we did a lot of lead generation. So just collecting all the contacts we reached out to community colleges, and we also kind of experimented with the K through 12 space. And then it was just sending thousands of emails, to the point that my email turned into directly went to people's spam box. I sent so many emails after a while. But that's how we made those. So it was really just cold emailing at the beginning, and playing around with messaging and the subject title and things like that, until we eventually got a good response rate.
We also, along with the grassroots outreach that Lindsay's talking about, Lindsay and I met as students at Brown University. Lindsay's studying engineering, me studying teaching. I heard about Wingspans and wanted to get this into classrooms. So I designed curriculum so that now it's nationally in schools.
So I really enjoyed this presentation and the quality of the videos and what you're trying to achieve here. I enjoyed most that you're reaching multiple markets with your product. I'm gathering that your primary customer are companies, and if that's the case, can you talk more on how these companies benefit from your product?
So the companies benefit. So we like to tell their story. We're experts storytellers. And so we go into the company and we tell their story. We like to say better than a job description, to really showcase the diverse range of opportunities. And our tagline is, if you can see it, you can be it. And we want to tell their diverse stories to catalyze diversity. So, someone who might not have any role models in a certain field can see that it's a possibility for them. And so we generate this very rich storytelling content for them that we deliver to them to use however they want. Some of the companies that I spoke to are using recruitment platforms where they need this rich media content, so they can use it there. And then it also lives on our platform, so we have recurring revenue from a company profile page on our site.
Yes, those stories definitely bring it alive. Okay, Garvin.
Lindsay, Mackenzie, wow, incredible pitch. The quality just superb, and very exciting. From a labor economics perspective as well, it feels like you really have your finger on the pulse on what's occurring. There's not a business that I've talked to or hear from other colleagues that is not hiring or looking to hire, and that's not unique to Maine. So given that, what would you say is the size of your addressable total market for this product?
So including all of the large companies, all of the large and medium-sized companies throughout the US, the total available market is about $13 billion. And that's assuming the large companies pay a different price than the medium-sized companies. And so I think from what I remember, the medium-sized companies would pay an average yearly revenue of $50,000, and then the larger companies average, I think, about $100,000 or $150,000.
Also, to build off of that, as a personal stakeholder in Maine, I understand that small businesses are the backbone of Maine's economy. So as well as collaborating with medium and large size businesses and accommodating for this scale, we would also love to highlight small businesses to tell their story as Maine being a place where people love their work.
So nice. And you mentioned you just got your first company. Can you share who it is?
Yeah, we would love to. We just partnered with Wayfair, and we're very excited to tell a few of their stories in 2022.
Awesome. Well, you have done so much, and This is just a wonderful Maine success story. So congratulations to you both.
Thanks so much for your time.
Okay, we have to take a short break, but when we come back, we're going to hear from Colby College. Don't go away.
Bangor Savings Bank, committed to investing in its employees, customers, and communities to help create a stronger Northern New England. Bangor Savings Bank. You matter more.
Maine Technology Institute, offering grants, loans, and equity investments to help support Maine's innovation economy and committed to supporting new ideas with potential to grow. Visit mainetechnology.org.
Welcome back to the Greenlight Maine College Edition. If there's something that you need or want, this next company can get it for you. From Colby College, here's Hitlist.
Hello, my name is Benson Yan, and I'll be representing Hitlist. In order to quickly explain what Hitlist does, let me bring up some well-known gig economies such as Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, TaskRabbit, Chegg, Slice, Craigslist, Angie's List, and Fiverr. First, unlike these other companies, Hitlist will be operating based on demand. What that means is that instead of having customers rely on there being enough suppliers to provide their service, customers can post their requests onto the Hitlist network and have suppliers fulfill demands instead. This enables customers to make any request. Customers might request someone to offer them a ride or deliver them food, or they can request something completely unique, like having someone help plan them the perfect Father's Day gift for a veteran. There's simply no company that can quite fulfill that request, since this request will be out of their scope. Hitlist isn't limited by narrow scope of service. We are what our customers need us to be. Unlike other companies, Hitlist also let customers determine the amount that they wish to pay for based on a cash reward that they can deem as suitable. This reward is negotiable between the supplier and customer after request acceptance. Hitlist makes a profit by taking a small percentage of that reward money as a transaction fee. Hitlist will also stand out by enhancing customer safety and satisfaction through a proprietary credit algorithm. Customers will know if a supplier is reliable based on a score generated from the number of past requests completed successfully and the satisfaction of the customers on those completed requests. Put simply, this algorithm works as a way to give people credibility when connecting with each other. Hitlist will also implement Know Your Customer policies and encourage people to upload proof of their identification to ensure safety on both the supply and demand sides of this network. Hitlist is currently undergoing development, and we only need a minor amount of capital to kickstart the company. With just a few $1,000s, we can purchase hosting services and servers from a web hosting provider and advertisement to get people to learn about and use Hitlist. This will be enough for Hitlist to begin operating. Hitlist can scale easily through the purchase of more servers and advertisements. Over time, Hitlist will implement more features to enhance the experience of using the Hitlist platform. Hitlist, aiming to connect people for the better.
I love your tagline, connecting people for the better, which is so needed during this pandemic. So congratulations to you both. Nice pitch. All right, Mel, kick us off.
Thanks, Julene. Benson, great pitch. Thank you so much. You know, in a world where instant gratification is something that people seek these days, the idea of putting a want out there and somebody being able to meet that quickly is key. I guess my first question to you is, where are you in your development process?
So we're currently developing the interface, and we're also working on the backend stuff. So that's just primarily like setting up a database, a system, which is, I would say, 30%, 20 to 30% finished. But of course, we also mentioned like an algorithm that we have not started on that yet. And we're primarily focusing on setting up this interface and platform.
Yeah, we just started working on Hitlist. It was a pretty recent development in our college careers. So for it to make it this far, we're already like really happy and surprised with like how it's going.
Awesome. Amy.
So I'm really, really impressed with this product and this platform. Usually you're using disparate apps to try and get, your needs met, right? I'm on Nextdoor. I don't know if you're familiar with that. And of course, you're always seeing these odd jobs pop up. Like, I need someone to help me move these mattresses. I'll give you $25. I mean, there's such a need for this. And to be able to concentrate it all in one place, I mean, it's genius. I really got very excited after watching your pitch. So I was hoping you could speak to me more specifically about your outreach. Like, how are you going to be tackling bringing on both giggers and job seekers?
Of course. So, since our platform primarily operates on people like putting up requests, and really people can only do jobs that people ask of. I'm assuming your question is asking how am I going to connect these people, or people at least who want to complete jobs. So when you're setting up an account, the idea is that a user can both be a requester and let's say a fulfiller. So they will have, like, let's say, two different profiles. One is for when you want to make a request, and one is when you're trying to fulfill a request. And for the requirements for the profile for people to fulfill a request will also be, of course, more strict. Like, we'll try to have you put in stuff like your full name, if possible. We're also trying to work on a system where you can upload a photo ID to verify your identity, because we also care a lot about our users' safety as well. I'm not sure if that answered your question entirely.
Yeah, and you're not even there yet to have to worry about marketing and outreach, but that's generally where I was going. Thank you very much.
Garvin.
Thanks, Julene. Great pitch, impressive product, love the product, and really nice to see the technical background that your team has in-house. In your pitch, you cited some big tech players in the gig economy space. Given that, can you just touch on some similarities, but maybe more importantly, draw some contrast in differentiation with your product?
So yeah, of course. We're just like let's say Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, some of the bunch of names I mentioned. We're all operating on, let's say, like an online platform where our whole goal is to try to be as convenient to the users as possible. Of course, where we stand apart again is that, like, unlike these other platforms, users have to look for people who are already on the platform who can do work that they need for them, and as well as users when they try to make a request, they might not be able to get like a high degree of specificity that we can offer through our negotiation platform that we're planning to set up.
Also, it's more convenient for the giver in a sense by using Hitlist in sense, because if you look at Uber and Lyft, you see those Uber and Lyft drivers are drifting around aimlessly, like waiting for someone to come. Instead of waiting for someone to come, they can live on their regular lives, and when they're free, then we'll just connect them immediately, and then it'll be good.
Well, congratulations to you both. We cannot wait to use Hitlist. We need to take a short break, but when we come back, we're going to hear from our judges, so don't go away.
Martins Point Generations Advantage, offering comprehensive Medicare Advantage plans. Information at martinspoint.org.
If you own a business and want to get more involved with Greenlight Maine, go to our website at greenlightmaine.com. Partnering with us means supporting startups, creating jobs, and building Maine's economy.
The best entrepreneurs realize very early on that friends and family are probably not the ideal customers for their products and services. But how can that be? My mother tells me that my idea is the best that she's ever heard. Well, even if your mother thinks that your idea is the best, your mother's probably not your ideal customer, or what is referred to as your customer avatar. This is an individual that has the same exact characteristics, demographic information, and user profile as everyone else who needs your solution. Case in point, if you are designing a solution for teenagers, chances are that your mother's opinion, no matter how constructive and supportive it is, should probably be discounted. What does count, however, is hearing qualified feedback from that individual who's an exact replica of the type of customer that we think needs the solution we offer. Now here's the important thing to remember. Although it would be great to hear from hundreds or even thousands of these individuals, research on this subject suggests that if an entrepreneur can find just 10 individuals that are exact matches of their customer avatar, then they will have enough feedback to validate their solution.
Welcome back to the Greenlight Maine College Edition. This is the point in the show where our judges get to weigh in on these two phenomenal pitches. So let's start with Wingspans, just because they pitched first. What do you think, Mel?
Thanks, Julian. You know, I love this idea. I am a visual learner myself, so I can understand their concept and sort of the passion and emotion that just comes across with storytelling. And in particular, something that really stood out to me during our conversation was, you know, that they would use the funds from this competition to really focus on connecting with stakeholders in Maine and ensuring that we're bringing good talent here to our state.
Absolutely. Those stories were just brilliant. Okay, Garvin.
Love this product. I think there's some simple but brilliance in their supply and demand strategy with regards to helping employers and employees, as well as addressing that workforce pipeline vis-a-vis academic institutions, particularly in this moment in time in our labor markets across the country and world. Similarly, you have some scalability there and a big client recently. So I sense there's a lot of upside on Wingspans and really, really like their team.
Yeah, their first big client is Wayfair, and they're only going to grow from there. All right, Amy.
Yeah, I'll echo that. With getting their first corporate client, you know, they're starting to steamroll. They're going to start to see revenue. Their projected goals that they've made to bring on more clients in the next year and a half, I think is really attainable. I'm really, again, pleased how it hits multiple markets, and it's an impactful business.
Yes, it is. Okay, Hitlist. And I have to say, for the first time, we heard that Hitlist developed itself because they heard about Greenlight Maine and they wanted to come on the program. So that was super cool. Mel.
Yeah, Julian, another great idea. I think that they have, I really do think that they have something here. They are clearly very, very early on in the process. But, you know, great idea, great concept. I think that, you know, their main focus needs to be on connecting with resources that can really help them develop a business plan and move this from an idea to more of a concept.
All right, Garvin.
Yeah, just some rock star talent coming out of Colby College. Comp sci to economics, two young students to watch regardless. Really impressive, very early on the scale, but also similarly thinking about the gig economy and the economy 3.0 today. So very exciting and keep an eye on those this talented team.
Yeah, they're going to be successful no matter what they do. All right, Amy.
Yeah, I'll agree. I was especially excited to see that there was a computer science program background when they're going to be moving into space and needing developers. We see a lot of companies with ideas and then have to go out and search for that development talent. And it makes it go much speedier and a lot easier to build out when you know what you're doing.
Perfect. Well, some great feedback by our judges. You guys need a little bit of time to tally your scores, but we're going to take a short break. When we come back, you'll find out who today's winner is, so don't go away. We'll be right back.
Albin, Randall, and Bennett, committed to providing accounting solutions to Greenlight Maine startups, working with businesses and organizations that operate locally and nationally. ARBCPA.com.
Through their efforts to support Maine entrepreneurs who are growing our economy, Greenlight Maine is making our state a better place to start and operate a business. For these efforts and the creation of a robust entrepreneurial ecosystem, the Harold Alfond Institute for Business Innovation at Thomas College is proud to be a sponsor of Greenlight Maine.
First Park, a 285-acre business park located in Oakland, Maine, offering fiber internet, 3-phase power, and pre-permitted sites for businesses to start or expand. Details at firstpark.com.
Welcome back to the Greenlight Maine College Edition. We just heard from Thomas College and Colby College, and there's no question both companies are going to be super successful, so they're going to be very exciting to watch. But it's time to find out who is moving on in the competition. So judges, I'm going to count you down. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. And that means Wingspans is moving on in the competition. Congratulations, Mackenzie and Lindsay. What's going through your mind?
Excited to be innovating in Maine.
Yeah, we are so excited. Thank you.
Well, that's going to do it for us. We love hearing from you, so please check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and keep those comments coming in. We'll see you right back here next week. Have a great night.
Greenlight Maine Productions appreciates the generous underwriters that support our mission to build strong businesses in Maine. Thank you.